not all weed is the same. It really matters how your weed was grown and what kind of chemicals were used to enhance it. And that might be what's causing your anxiety. Check out this clip where we talk about this in my podcast.
Well, let me throw something on that just from my experience with my investing in marijuana, and I've had a chance to work in some farms and deal in the cannabis industry in Europe and talk to some of the pioneers, European pioneers of the cannabis industry and the seed cultivation industry. And one thing I learned from them that was just a blessing is that I can tell you, the majority of anxiety that most people today feel from marijuana has everything to do with the way it was grown.
And how high the THC is?
That too. But even still, my experience and what I've talked to people in the industry over the years is that it really is synthetic nutrients and pesticides.
I can see that.
It's also the lighting that they use. Okay, so without getting too deep into all that, let's just say you can have marijuana where they say, hey, obviously no one wants to smoke something with a pesticide on it. Let's assume that everyone's feeling that way. The other issue is if you're smoking and it's pesticide free, but they loaded it full of synthetic nutrients, the NPKs in there that they can just put it on, or they put boosters, which are all like other things that just help the yield because they want to make the money on the large size grow. That type of stuff breeds anxiety.
Yeah.
And I've been to many different festivals. I even helped organize one of the first organic cannabis cups in Europe. It's not going now, at least in the form we started it, but we did 3 years. And we brought people from all over the world to compete, to bring bud, and unanimously you could tell when something's grown organic and they're using an organic fertilizer or organic nutrient system, the amount of anxiety, if any, is like brought to none. It's brought very, very low.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I was told, and just for helpful tips for people out there, if you're smoking a joint and it won't stay lit and it's rolled well, then that's a sign that there's got some synthetic nutrients or it's been over fertilized. Another one is if your joint sparks. You ever smoke a joint and out of nowhere it kind of sparks?
Yeah.
I think that one's too much phosphorus, but I can't remember which. But if it sparks or it chronically won't stay lit, those are pretty good indicators that they've used some
just
heavy,
looking at bud and thinking it's fire.
Yeah,
it's
some
not
heavy synthetic nutrients. So that's definitely something to be aware of.
Totally.